Here's a question for a guitarist. What are they playing there?
So it's obviously acoustic guitar. They've got, so they're playing a kind of they're playing a chord, right? So they're playing a series of chords, but they're not playing the full chord. Now I'd have to pull the guitar down to figure out what it is. And then there is a lead acoustic guitar over that that's playing this little harmony. And he goes, so it's the first time, then another guitar comes in, and I think he's up on the third.
Yeah, it's up higher.
But it's harmonizing, and he's going, and then the next time another acoustic guitar is coming in and harmonizing the same bit, and a third, I don't know, is it a third up again? I'm sure if there's any people who are experts in music theory, they'll know. But yeah, it's just harmonizing and layering acoustic guitars over each other.
I'm surprised as a guitarist, Rob, that you're not a fan of this one.
So I love that little piece there, right? What that you're playing. I'll if you want to run it on, yeah. I'm happy with all this. This is great music.
I love the left and right as well. It just comes in like a goddamn rocket.
Brilliant. That's like Thin Lizzy, taken to the next level. For me. Yeah. Absolutely brilliant. But I'll give you a nod when it loses it for me.
Okay. When the speed comes. Stop. That's the best bit. The bass. That's thrash metal, man.
Maybe I just don't like thrash metal. Yeah. That's the thing.
What about James's delivery there? Obviously, we can hear that he's so much younger in it, but like the build up to that explosion, like that's thrash metal. That's peak thrash metal. Like that's it in a nutshell.
Yeah.
What is thrash metal? That there is thrash metal.
So I when I first heard this album, I was really turned off by that.
Really?
Yeah, really turned off by it. It was the heaviest thing I had ever heard, at that time. And then as I started getting into it, Metallica a lot more, I kind of became accustomed to the heaviness. It didn't bother me as much, and then obviously seeing them live so many times. Don't get me wrong, Battery is a great song, but it's just not in my favorite Metallica songs. I love when Metallica are threading that line, that fine line between like rock and metal, like harking back to the stuff from the 70s and maybe even the 80s, Iron Maiden, Judas Priest, that kind of stuff. And they're treading that line. So, and then with the virtuosity of the guitars. So, bringing in that medieval element with the scales, like the starter Battery is brilliant. And then harmony lead guitars, that's what does it for me, for Metallica.
Right, I want to play another intro to a song that I think we both love. I want to get your take on it.
Yeah.
Probably the best intro of any song. Production, my ass. That is the shit. Even the snare sounds good. best Metallica intro. It's up there.
Yeah, it's great. Tempo's up there. For me, the breakdown piece is it in like 2.5 minutes in or something like that. For me, that's the bit. Like I know it's a bit AC/DC, it's a bit 80s rock, it's a bit cheesy, a bit stadium rock.
Let's go there.
After that chorus, is it? Go back a little bit.
Can you not hear the bass there though? Buried. See, the bass drum is so heavy in it, so prominent and so forward. I think in parts it loses it a little bit, but the intro and the just poof, it's just.
Do you like that section there?
I'd rather. It's okay. It's not my favorite bit of the.
That section makes the song for me.
Yeah, no, that's the kind of bring it back. Where'd you go?
Yeah, if that section wasn't in the middle, I probably wouldn't be as big a fan of that track.
But do you not like the intro and the way it just fires then with that kind of slow building? And then when I heard that it was reversed, I just was like, whoa.
Yeah, it's cool, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. Talking about, right, I want to play one more for you, just a little bit of intros. I never shut up talking about this, but I'm just going to play a little bit of it. I always think that when I listen to this song, I feel like James is in a room with just a notepad thinking about Cliff. And whatever melody he was playing on that acoustic, what he was feeling, that's it. Like, to me, that's silent. It's just like someone alone and longing for something. Even that little slide. It's just somebody sad, like.
Yeah, it's great. The drums don't fit in there though. Like, why is there drums in that section?
Yeah, I guess you could probably do it. But even the snap of the snare, maybe. But then it comes in and then it kind of, yeah. But we talked about another intro on the previous episode that is, not intro, sorry, instrumental that's just can't be bet, I don't think. It's probably the best one, Rob. I love how it builds as well. Metallica was so good at that. Fleming was so good at that, of building something. But like the middle section of Orion, and even to this day, 40 years this year, they're still on stage, smoking cigars. That moment when they all come together, we're going to see it, please God, in June in Dublin. Hetfield's foot up on Lars's double kick, smoking a cigar, smashing this out. I can't fucking wait.
Yeah.
I think they really love playing this one live. But it's got to be hard to remember it all.
Yeah.
Chunky, isn't it?
It's brilliant, yeah. Probably sounds so 80s now when I hear it back, isn't it?
But you hear Cliff in the back? Swirly.
Yeah. Hear a bit on the Zoom, it's not great.
I want to skip it on a little bit. You hear it now, this bit. It's building. You can hear Cliff now. It's a lovely piece of music. Almost 8.5 minutes long.
Don't get bored though.
No. It has chapters to it. I get fucking goosebumps every time I hear it, man. Look.
Hear Kirk there. That's a Kirk solo.
Yeah. All day long, yeah.
You can hear his playing there is so bluesy.
Mm.
And that's, you know, he doesn't do enough of that in the earlier years, you know.
I guess Papa put him in his place. Is there any other standout tracks from last week's episode that you'd like to touch on?
Yeah, let me see now. Go for And Justice for All there.
Okay, give me 1 second. What do you like about it?
The complexity.
Okay.
Ours is just...
I know Dave Moore, who's a national radio DJ here in Ireland, is one of his favourites. He loves it. Like when people say production, there's parts of this album that's so simple but so effective.
Yeah.
Like that there, the intro to Blackened, One, Dyer's Eve.
This is a real proggy thing to do.
Yeah, but I'm surprised you like this, because then it goes...
Yeah, it does.
Then,
but it's in the same tempo
yeah,
as the opening riff.
does some of this go like 6/4 at times, is it? Or
Oh, yeah, there's quite a few different time signatures on this. Yeah.
even 5? Is it 5/4? So 5/4. So such thing as a 5/4.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
This is another song that has chapters. 9 minutes 45.
Just pause it there. So that's a very proggy thing to do. It's like 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, boom, 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 boom. Oh, it's to us now. It seems normal because we've heard it 1,000 times. But I remember the first time hearing that, I was like, "What is this?
Yeah.
Oh, this is crazy! Like I never heard Metallica like this before." So they're definitely going into the prog on this one. You know, is it like 2.5 minutes before there's any words?
Yeah, we're only at 1:07 there. I think it's... Let's have a listen for the crack. Have you ever caught it live?
Yeah,
Yeah. I did.
I was really lucky with Metallica. I saw Metallica first 3 times. Saw them 2006, 2008, and 2009. So they did. 06 was the RDS. 08 was Marley Park. 09 was Marley Park. Like I know I love Black Album, but like those 3 will be my 3 favorite albums, probably along with Black Album, right? So 06 they played pretty much. They played all that. We know that, right? I think it was 08 they played like 4 or 5 songs off Ride the Lightning, and 09 they played like 4 or 5 songs off Justice for All, or vice versa. I can't remember.
Yeah, I think 08. It doesn't matter. Yeah,
But the night they played 4 or 5 songs off and Justice for All, they played that, and it was like fucking unbelievable.
Yeah. I seen them playing it indoor in America, and I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
Let's try and figure out this tempo.
It's complex. You probably need a drummer to figure it out, but it sounds like they're alternating between 2 different tempos there as well.
Yeah, it's all over the shop. Okay, we're coming up on 2 minutes and no lyrics. It's so good. It's so complex when you really listen, isn't it?
Yeah.
210. Skip it on a little bit for the crack.
That's amazing.
Wow. This bit. You have to remember too, like, more than likely, this is just James and Lars putting this whole thing together.
Yeah.
You know, and Kirk's told, go make a solo for this. You know?
Yeah, that was it. That was it. Yeah.
You know, but yeah, some gems there. We talked about Harvester of Sorrow as well, another killer intro.
Just pause that there. So love on this one. So a lot of other songs will start with a clean guitar and then go heavy. This one starts with a heavy riff, then goes clean.
Yeah.
So it's like punch it in the face and then leave you waiting for more.
Yeah.
And as that clean riff is playing, that little arpeggio, you can hear the intensity building up until it comes into the groove section where there's no space between it. Yeah. And I used to love, I seen a couple of live DVDs where Jason, in those songs, he'd be out to the crowd and he'd be like, hey, getting the crowd to clap along and shout along. It's amazing. Like, I remember seeing that on DVD for the first time and I was like, wow, what a live band.
Yeah, I think Metallica were very good at, I think I said it in the last episode as well, like letting songs breathe where they need to breathe.
Yeah.
In a thrash metal album, which is very hard to do, but they do it just enough to give you that space, like you just said.
Well, it's why they're still around, and the likes of like the Slayers and the Anthraxes are they're at the bottom of the list. You know, if you're looking at any of these big metal tours, and yeah. I know Megadeth are still there. Like Megadeth have great stuff as well, but it's these decisions. You know, like yeah, it's a bit AC/DC. Leave space. You know, let it groove, let it breathe. It is a little bit AC/DC, but like at the same time, that's the reason they're still there. You know.
They always push the boundaries on every album. It was either pushing one way or the other, which is excellent. Let's listen to a little bit more of this. It's a lovely clean sound, isn't it?
Beautiful.
I want you to listen to the growl. Have you ever noticed the growl?
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely.
It's absolutely terrifying. Like,
yeah.
I only really, really listened in the last couple of years, and I'm like, oh my God, I think I just got better headphones. I'm like, that's a growl?
Yeah.
It's terrifying. Because you'd easily miss it. Because the guitar is so nice, you'd be like, you know, but
it's a headphone thing. You're not going to pick that up really on the studio. I have to give Lars credit here at the start for understanding the vibe of the song. He's got he's on the I think he's on the crash and he's like he's letting it sizzle, and then he's got into the groove, and he does that twice at the start. You might notice it there on the riff and on the arpeggiated riff, but it's building the suspense, which is great.
It's great atmosphere on this song. It's building that groove too. Lars is on fucking fire on this album.
Yeah, he is, yeah.
Just skip it on to the kind of...
Got there. I love that, right? Like, for Metallica to let that breathe, like, that must have been an effort, like.
Yeah.
You know, like, this song is all about building, adding the layers, and the ambience and the atmosphere till you get into the vocals, like, you know, and that main riff in the verse. But it's like it probably doesn't get talked about enough with Metallica.
Yeah.
But it's the stuff like that, like, and that's maybe why I'm a kind of an unusual Metallica fan. It's the stuff like that that gets me really excited. That, you know, that sort of stuff that they do that's maybe a little bit under the radar. It's not obvious, you know, but it's just something that really, you know, and it's a rock thing to do. It was a rock thing to do from the 80s maybe. But yeah, that's the stuff that really pulls me in. All that type of stuff. They're a great rock band, Metallica, not just a great metal band, a great rock band. I think people don't give them enough credit, like.
And they've proved that then in the 90s, you know? Which people are raving about the Load album now. I feel like more people who, you know, threw Load and Reload under the bus have come out under the bed and were like, we were wrong. It's actually really fucking good. I really feel
for sure. I'm probably going to get stick for saying this on your channel, but I don't care. Like, a lot of people need to see things on the internet first before they believe in themselves, you know?
I know.
You know, is it cool to like Load now? Okay, I'll say it's cool.
100%.
So just pause there for a sec, right? So there's groove on this, right? So I don't know, like, you know, I've been studying this over the last few years. Like, what the fuck is groove, right? What does it mean? So if we take like a standard beat, yeah, it's on the grid, right? So like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's nice and boring, right? Nice to a click. Groove then is he's hanging back, right? So he's hanging back on the 2 and the 4 on the snare, but he's hanging back to where James is muted. So he's getting that snare hit just after James does his downstroke, right? And what that does is that like propels the song on, makes it seem kind of heavy, like rocky, you know, and like AC/DC, where, you know, this was their bread and butter. But Metallica are bringing it into like a metal setting with, you know, palm muted riffs built in with that. So as you were saying earlier, James and Lars, they would have sat down and worked a lot of these songs out. But like all that, those little elements of no, just delay your snare a little bit, come in a little bit after the beat, it'll make it sound more exciting. And James has to be on the money. And I've heard live that Lars has got the cans on or the in-ear monitors. He's listening to James' rhythm guitar.
James only.
The cues, yeah, for the tempo and the cues and where he needs to be in the mix.
Yeah.
And that, like, it just the interplay between those two guys, that is Metallica, like, really, you know?
Yeah. Even to this day, Lars is only listening to James. That's it.
Yeah,
it's crazy. But the
great relationship.
So much in sync. Like, I'd say they nearly can finish each other's sentences at this stage. Do you know? Yeah. It's a great track. I want to play one that you said in the previous episode that you're not mad on, and I get, okay, the thrash metal is not your thing. But Dyer's Eve, yes, there's questions about recording the drums and stuff like that. Let's listen to a little bit of it. And I have to say, I really like the lyrics on this one. Not the most pleasant, but it is what it is. Prague?
Yeah, wouldn't be a million miles away from Prague there.
But then they open the door and go into another door. Speed at right hand. Dear mother, so the bass drum, the double bass now is in question. It just goes for ever on this, and people are like, there's no way that's physically possibly able at this time. Probably today people can play it without a beat, but they reckon back then it just musically people weren't developed to even play this double bass. Are you familiar with this?
Yeah, of course. Look, it's been widely documented how Lars records his drums. Like he'll record a song a number of times,
Yeah.
and then they will take that. They'll take each of those performances, and they'll cut up the sections of tape. This was back in the 80s, obviously before Pro Tools. They cut up the sections of tape, and they'll take like the verse from the first take, and the chorus from the third take, and the verse from the second take, and the chorus from the 18th take, or whatever the case would be.
Yeah.
And they'll stitch them all in. Black Album, obviously it was notorious. They did that all over the Black Album, and the drums sound amazing. Like the drums sound like, well, they just do sound amazing on that album. This one here, I don't know. So who had we got engineering this one? Well, Flemming Rasmussen. So I don't know how much engineering, how much cutting of tape he did in the studio for this one.
I think so. I think there was a right bit done, especially on this track. I think so. Well,
Yeah.
that's what the lore is. But if you listen, we'll just listen to a little bit more.
Yeah.
It's relentless.
Back. He takes a break there though. He's back to single.
No, that's double.
Before that.
Yeah, for it. Just skip it on a little bit. Like he does, yeah.
Single. But if you just pause there for a sec, like this is the thing, right? Like when I was listening to that album back in the day, like I didn't know a drummer that was expert enough to know, oh, did you hear the double kick on this? Yeah, it wasn't a thing. Do you know what I mean? I was like listening to it and I was like, oh yeah, it's cool. Yeah.
We were kids, Joe. We were kids. You know, you learn this, I suppose, as years go.
Yeah, I think, and there's a bit of that, like the lore, like obviously, look, me and you are here over, talking, over obsessing about these albums and these songs. This wasn't done like 20, 30 years ago, It just wasn't done. You had the album, you listened to it, and either resonated with you or it didn't. This song, no, look, I have to say, like, this is great. Like, this is brilliant. I haven't heard this song in a while. And, yeah, like, I appreciate what you're saying. The drums sound amazing on this. And the interplay between the drums and guitar is amazing on this. Again, like, James he's playing the chord mutant, and Lars gets his little fills in those exact pockets, in those exact spots. And, yeah, like, it's just amazing. And, like, I can hear the riffs James is playing. The speed is mental, absolutely mental.
Insane how fast he's playing. It's insane.
And we've gone. It's kind of sad, right? In my opinion, because if you think of heavy metal music these days, right, it's all about like a groove and a detune and a growl, and it's gone to you have to be more extreme than the last band. And it's all, look, let's call it a spade. It's all done on computers. Like there's they're creating heaviness artificially, and probably struggling to pull it off live. Whereas Metallica were creating heaviness with the instruments in their hands back in the 80s.
Yeah, the detuning and I suppose and all that as well. But like even now, like metal has gone into another world right now. Metalcore and groove metal and speed metal and death metal but I like modern metal now has gone to like 7 and 8 string guitars tuned to fucking madness, and I'm starting to dip my toes into the new kind of metalcore world, and that's really, Germany is throwing out some outrageous shit right now, which is really good, and I'm kind of getting into, but it's not even related to this. Do you know?
No, it's not. Like I can't. A lot of those newer bands, even like Sleep Token, I know you've covered them on your channel a few times. I wouldn't be a fan of Sleep Token, but like what I hear there, right? Okay, from Metallica, it's heavy music, but it's, to me, I can hear the musicality in it.
Yeah.
Whereas with Sleep Token, don't get me wrong, I know they have quieter passages and they're all nice and ambient, and that's grand. I can hear the music in that. But then when it gets to the heavy sections, or maybe some of those Lorna Shore or Bad Omens or some of these guys. It's just, to me, like they've kind of missed the point. You know, music is meant to be about melody and harmony and groove, and you
Yeah,
know,
it seems to be a lot more about emotion and stuff now. But like then you have bands like
yeah,
Architects who are heavy as shit, especially live. You have to remember that these albums are similar. We touched on a previous album or previous episode about Tin Lizzy. Like Tin Lizzy were a different animal live.
yeah,
These bands are different live. I'll back them up that.
better live or
Better, way better, way better. There's less splashes of, like you said, Pro Tools and stuff like that. Like Architects, for instance, who supported Metallica a few years ago, are unbelievably live. Young enough lads from England, fantastic. Who else comes to mind? There's a lot of stuff going on in Germany right now. Via Nova, but it's they're pushing the boundaries. They're pushing and pushing and pushing. I've listened to some of it. I'm like, I just don't get it. And then I'm like, okay, I see where they're coming from now. It's a new world, and we're the old farts now. Where
that's
where someone in their 40s or 50s listening to Metallica in 1988 would have been like, what is this shit? You know, and that's a factor too. You have to remember. I think.
yeah. Yeah, of course. There's always new doors opened up, and then that's the new world. And yeah, I totally get what you're saying. Totally get what you're saying.
Right. Let's finish up with one track that we didn't touch on here, and we had a good argument in one of our previous episodes. If you haven't listened to it, go back, spin it, shelve it, scrap it. We had a Metallica chat, and one of the debates that came up is one. Let's listen to a little bit of it. I'm going to skip it up a little bit because we all know this intro. Again, I'm fighting my corner here. People say production. That sounds fucking fantastic.
Yeah, I can hear bass there quite well.
Yeah, I've been saying this for years. I
Yeah, but is that a remastered? Is that a remastered version for Spotify? What year is because I know they were remastering all these Metallica albums.
It's remastered, all right, but
Yes,
yeah,
there
probably
you go.
Spotify is going to be different. But
They've EQ'd the bass probably on it if it's
Yeah,
remastered.
but even-
I don't know if it's remixed. That's an original. This is an original presser from 1988, and I can tell you, the bass on one doesn't sound like what you've just shown me there. So,
but even the guitars, the layered.
I can't remember anything. Can't tell if this is true or a dream. Deep down inside, I feel the stream.
It's definitely remastered.
This terrible silence stops in me.
I have to.
Now on. Oh God, help me. Oh.
I just had a thought there, Rob. I know you're bringing a young fella to Dublin, and seeing this for the first time, and your young fella's into Metallica. Like we all remember. I hope we all remember seeing one first live with the pyro and the screens, and it's usually dark. But by the time this comes on, and
Yeah.
it like your young fella is going to remember that moment forever. I love that.
yeah, it's amazing live. This one,
Yeah,
absolutely amazing.
so good. Let's see if we can get up to the solo here.
Darkness imprisoning me. All that I
That's can I just say about that's so crushing.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's like amazing. Again, nobody was doing this
No,
at that time.
nobody. I'm going to actually let this finish out for the end of the episode. Thanks so much for tuning in. We kind of broke down Justice without really thinking about it. Maybe we'll break down Master of Puppetz next. Rob, thanks a million for stopping by. And Make sure to check out our episode with Rob, and make sure to follow and subscribe to Rob's channel, Wall of Gain, a wealth of knowledge. So I'm going to leave you with one here, and we'll see you on the next one. Go. Come on. What did I do? I broke it. Maybe I won't leave you with one.
Looking forward to hearing the guitar solo.
Yeah. See you later.